Okay, I'll watch all the Quentin Tarantino films. Welcome to the channel. My name is Chris, and recently I watched Pulp Fiction, and when I tell you I had a great time watching that movie, it was so much fun, as well as just incredibly interesting. And all of your comments convinced me I should watch the whole filmography of Quentin Tarantino. Not only am I intrigued by the stylistic choices, as well as the possibility of seeing how it evolves and grows over time, I'm still obsessed with the sheer passion this man has for cinema. It makes me want to learn more about the craft and about the art. You know, I'm still a novice over here, okay? And yeah, I'd love to know more about just like what his inspirations are and how they've influenced his work, but mostly I'm just intrigued to dive into this movie. I've heard there's a lot of connections like woven in between the various films, almost as if they take place in their own universe, so to speak. Now, I cannot promise you I will observe and make all of these connections, but I can assure you I will appreciate the living crap out of them when you tell me about them. And yeah, Reservoir Dogs, like Pulp Fiction, takes place or it focuses or centers around a crime of some kind, I think a robbery. Unlike Pulp Fiction, I think it's just the one crime and the perpetrators involved in that crime, so I'm really excited to dive into this. So let's experience Reservoir Dogs for the very first time.
I used to like her early stuff. Borderline.
What was her last name?
What's that?
It's an old address book I found.
She's feeling something she ain't felt since forever. Pain. Pain.
Chew, Toby Chew.
It hurts.
I love the multiple conversations, the different focuses. I mean, it's just real. Like, that's a real conversation. That's a real room of people.
Give me that. Give me my book.
I'm sick of hearing it.
Oh,
I'll give it.
man, I'm blanking on his name. He was in Pulp Fiction.
The night the lights went on, Georgia came on. I ain't heard that song since it was big.
Yeah, it almost feels like we're sitting around watching them have a conversation before the movie starts. That kind of amuses me.
I'll take care of the check.
Oh, thanks,
You
Pop.
guys can get the tip. Should be about $1 a piece. When I come back, I want my book.
Sorry, it's my book now.
Don't steal the book of the man paying the bill. And see, the ones not
Come on,
pulling out
throw
some
in a book.
green.
I don't.
They're the crooks that lack integrity.
No, I don't believe in it.
What? Screw you. What
You
the
don't
heck?
believe in tipping. Excuse me, Mr. Pink, but
Mr. Pink. I'm going to write that on my notes. Mr. Pink sucks.
What do you mean you don't believe in it? Come on, you. Cough up a buck.
Since you pay for the breakfast, I'll put in. But normally I would never do this.
Followed by Edison Lighthouses.
Oh, is this the radio?
Goes Where my rosemary goes. SK Billy's super sounds of the 70s weekend.
Oh, yeah? I'm glad to see this film is going to have a quality soundtrack much like the last one. Hopefully, I believe that'll be one of his trademarks, and I'm here for music, man. Tim Roth. See, they're going to tell me the names that I blank on. Reservoir Dogs. Reservoir Dogs. Like a water reservoir? That's not a place where dogs normally live. So maybe that's... Please don't die. Wait, there's something. Something's wrong. Something's legitimately wrong. What? Oh my gosh. He is literally going to die.
I'm gonna die, I know it. Oh, excuse me, I didn't realize you had a degree in medicine.
Oh. I mean, he's doing better than the guy who got shot in Pulp Fiction, but woo.
Answer me, please. Are you a doctor? Huh?
The answer is no. Thank you.
So you admit you don't know what you're talking about.
He's doing a great job of trying to talk him through this and keep him calm, keep him alert.
Joe's gonna get you a doctor. Can't do anything for you. But when Joe gets here, help you out. He's gonna take care of you. Scared, man.
Me too.
Please hold me.
Oh. Oh. I love that he's like brushing his hair. That's so sweet.
I just want you to relax now. Without medical attention, I'm gonna die. I can't take you to a hospital. You don't have to take me and just drive me up to the front. I won't tell him anything, man. I won't tell him anything.
Like, I feel like life-saving measures trump the possibility of getting caught and sent to jail. That's just me, though.
It's not a setup or what?
Oh, great. Mr. Pink is here. We love him. He's the best.
Where did all those cops come from, huh? 1 minute they're not there, and the next minute they're there. The alarm went off, okay? When an alarm goes off, you got an average of 4 minutes response time. And in 1 minute, there were 17 blue boys out there.
Huh. Oh, I like this. Is this movie going to be like kind of like a murder mystery, but instead of trying to find the killer, it's trying to find the traitor? Ooh.
There could be cops coming here right now. funny about this job right off? As soon as I felt it, I should have said no thank you and walked, but I didn't listen.
I like the shot. We're just like looking at it through a hallway. Like we're able to see what's going on, hear what's going on, but we're not really in the room with them. We're not really a part of this.
Let's go through what happened. The alarm gets tripped. Then Mr. Blonde starts to shoot all the ambulance.
That's not correct. Cops didn't show up until after Mr. Blanc started shooting everybody.
Oh, whoa, wait, what?
I mean, that's how I know we were set up.
I'm so glad we're getting flashbacks a little bit to get to see glimpses of some of the things that took place before. Yo, oh, yeah, he's coming across like a real freaking madman. I don't know if I'd want to take the car right after I busted the windshield. Like, can I have a new car, an unbroken car?
Kill anybody?
A few cops.
No real people?
Just cops.
No, real cops aren't real people to these guys.
Man, could you believe Mr. Blonde?
That was the most insane thing I've ever seen. What the would Joe hire a guy like that?
It's human nature. You panic. I don't care what your name is. You can't help it. And you give yourself a couple of seconds. You get a hold of the situation. You deal with it. What you don't do is start shooting up the place and start killing people.
How you respond to the panic and the internal eruption of emotion, right? That really determines who you are and how far you'll get.
I got the diamonds.
Whoa. Well, maybe you and I should just get out of here right now.
That's my boy.
Now, honor among thieves, okay?
Look, if you want to come with me, let's go get him right now. I say the plan becomes null and void once we find out we got a rat in the house.
Oh, he's not totally wrong there, right? If you know you can't trust somebody in the group, maybe you don't trust anybody in the group.
For all I know, you're the rat. I mean, for all we know, he's the rat.
Hey, that kid in there is dying from a bullet I saw him take, so don't you be calling him a rat.
But maybe it's why he was so content to go to the hospital? Still, I don't think it makes sense. Mr. White. So now we're going to really kind of dive into his life.
5-man job.
I like
Busted
this.
in and busted out of a diamond wholesaler's.
You do what you want. I'm out of here, man. I'm gonna check into a motel for a few days.
Without medical attention, the man might not live through the night. We could get in touch with Joe. She hoped to get a doctor to come to see him.
I don't think he's gonna be too happy with us, okay? He planned the robbery and he's got a bloodbath on his hands now. He's got dead cops.
Yeah, but if he planned the robbery, then he wants the goods.
Mr. Orange was asking me to take him to a doctor.
I guess we take him to a hospital. I mean, if that's what he said, let's do it. Since you don't know nothing about us, I say it's his decision.
Well, he knows little about me.
You didn't tell him your name, did you?
I told him my first name and where I was from.
Why?
Yeah, that's a good question. What's the point of going through the trouble of giving you these code names?
He asked.
Why did he ask? That makes me feel like he could be the cop.
He just got shot. I thought he was gonna die right then. And
Yeah, I know he's probably not fishing for information when right after he's been shot. I would tell him
I mean, the
to.
man was dying in my arms.
But I'm a sucker.
Well, maybe I should have, but I couldn't.
Maybe I should have, but I couldn't. That says a lot about Larry as a person.
We ain't taking him to a hospital.
We know he's gonna die.
And I'm very sad about that, but some fellas are lucky and some ain't.
Whoa.
You wanna with
Whoa,
me?
whoa, whoa. Man, who's just sitting here watching?
You kids
What?
shouldn't play so rough.
Oh, Mr. Blonde, is he still crazy? I tend to agree with Mr. Pink, though. If you're going to be professional, be professional. Why can't I say the word professional? On the other hand, he doesn't tip, so I don't care about anything he says.
Nobody's going anywhere.
This guy's talking like a cop compared to the rest.
With any trick you have, a madman almost gets me shot.
They set off the alarm. They deserve what they got.
You did it
almost killed me.
just because they set off the alarm?
Are you gonna bark all day, little doggy?
Dog.
Or are you gonna bite?
It's like, are you all talk or are you going to shoot me? It's a challenge.
Calm the down. Hey, come on. Back up. What are we on a playground here, huh? Am I the only professional?
Pretty much, yeah.
Somebody's sticking a red hot poker up our I want to know whose name's on the handle.
A red hot poker? I'm sorry. Anyone else can't help themselves but visualizing it? Oh no. Oh no.
I got something I think you might want to see, though. It's a big surprise.
What is it? And it kind of feels like the cops might just be waiting right outside the door, but I'm sure that's not the case. Does he have a hostage?
We're gonna stick around, we're gonna wait. Nice guy, Eddie.
Nice guy, Eddie.
Nice guy, Eddie.
What's in there? Don't you dare do the briefcase thing. Reveal with me. Show me what's in the trunk.
Boy
All
in
right.
blue here can answer some of these questions.
It's a police officer.
Vic Vega's outside.
Hold on.
Vic Vega.
Hey, welcome home, Vic.
All right, newly released from jail. Yeah. Vincent Vega was in Pulp Fiction. Connected? I pulled up my Pulp Fiction notes. That's how I know for sure. I do take notes on my computer to help me keep track of things. 'Cause I have a bad memory.
I want you to know I appreciate all the packages you sent me on the inside.
Okay, this guy's like taking care of his folks on the inside. Wow.
How you doing, Toothpick?
Hey, Eddie.
Oh, nice guy, Eddie.
Man walks into prison, a white man walks out talking like a I think it's all that black semen been pumped up. It's coming out your mouth.
Holy crap. I have no response to any of that whole sentence. Frick. That's probably the most vulgar thing I've ever heard, actually.
Vic here, I mean, he's only been nothing but good luck for us, and now you can trust him.
How would you feel about pulling a job with about 5 other guys?
I'd feel great about it.
K. Billy's Super Sounds of the 70s continues.
Radio's back.
Hey, Doc, we got a major situation here. He took a cop hostage just to get the out of
Oh my god. Kind of a freaking nightmare.
Driving around with a cop in his trunk.
Not anymore.
I don't know who's dead. I don't know who's alive. I don't know who's caught. I don't know who's not.
Who literally doesn't know nothing, but his rhyming skills were on point for a second there.
Give it
Hey.
him. Don't say nothing. Just give it him. Come on. Give it him. Give it him. Give it him.
What in the Sam Hills going on here?
We were set up. Cops were there waiting for us, man.
Where's Joseph?
I don't know. I ain't talked to him. I got a few questions of my own here.
You ain't dying, he is.
I will call somebody. They'll fix him right up. Now, what happened to Brown and Blue?
Brown's dead. We don't know what happened to him.
Brown's dead.
Brown's dead?
Oh my gosh.
I was there.
Maybe he could tell us who the set us up.
First, we got to get rid of those cars outside. Blondie, stay here and babysit them two. White and pink, you take a car each.
He's the reason
The joint turned into a shooting spree.
he went crazy in the store, but he seems all right now.
Maybe a result of jail time? Maybe it was like just fear of not wanting to go back to prison?
What does it matter who stays with the cop? We ain't letting him go, not after we've seen everybody. Blondie, you stay here and take care of these two.
Uh-oh.
Won't it last?
This feels like a mistake. Or maybe it was calculated, but it feels more like a mistake.
I've been on the force for only 8 months. They don't tell me anything.
I believe him.
I don't really give a good what you know or don't know, but I'm gonna torture you anyway.
Because you enjoy it? A real psychopath.
It's my personal favorite.
Oh, great. Turn on the radio.
Pop bubble gum fave.
Who says you can't take care of your personal hygiene while you threaten folks, huh? It's so weird that he's just like dancing and singing and have a good time preparing for the torture. I like that we're just like casually moved the camera over here while the action happens over here that we really shouldn't show. I don't want to see the graphic violence, you know what I mean? But we still get enough of it that we know what's going on. It's still effective. He doesn't have an ear anymore, right?
Hey,
because,
what's going on?
he wasn't listening. He's talking into the ear. That's so screwed up. Interesting choice to not show us the head missing the ear. I feel like they might still show it to us later. I don't know, but I'm sorry. He was talking into the ear. I'm never getting over that. What a weird scene. Wild scene is probably a better descriptor. Is he about to burn the body? What kind of person just like dances around and has a good time while torturing a man and then getting ready to burn the body? Maybe that's the only way he can cope with the horrific actions that he's taking. But oddly, it makes me kind of like, hey, this is happening. I can dance and sing while it's happening too, because the song's a bop. Oh. So I knew I thought they were gonna show us the ear at some point. Yikes.
Don't burn me, please.
I think he's gonna burn you no matter what at this point.
Fire, scare.
Mr. Orange woke up, and good night, Mr. Blonde. I can't wait for everyone to come back to see the response to this new scene that's unfolded.
What's your name? Marvin Nash. Listen to me, Marvin Nash. I'm a cop.
He is the rat?
Yeah,
He's a
I
cop?
know.
That explains why he shot Mr. Blonde.
How do I look?
Despite some potential hearing problems in the future, you'll look great.
This cop's waiting moving a block away.
What are they for? Yes, what are they waiting for?
Not to make a move till Joe Cabot shows up.
Right. Okay, they want the big boss. Mr. Orange, a.k.a. Freddy Boy.
And I meet Joe and a guy named Mr. White. It's a funny name. My name's Mr. Orange.
Use the commode story.
What's a commode story?
It's a scene, man. Memorize it.
It's a great cut.
This was during the Los Angeles marijuana drug, 1986.
Yeah, tell us the commode story now.
Every time I bought some weed, I was buying for 4 or 5 different people.
And then that got to be a pain in the...
I like how we're cutting from scenes using this story as the transition or the thread.
I don't even know what $10 worth looks like. This is a very weird situation. I'm going to the boys' room.
Finally, we get to the commode.
4 Los Angeles County sheriffs and a German Shepherd. They all stopped what they were talking about, and they looked at me.
That's hard, man.
I love that he's like telling the story in the bathroom so we can visually connect with what he's talking about.
Panic hits me like a bucket of water.
Shut up.
So anyway,
You know how to handle that situation. You in your pants and dive in and swim.
They believe every word because you're super cool.
I'm gonna start telling myself that they'll believe every word because you're super cool, which I'm not super cool. Also, I don't lie very often, so.
This feeling.
Hey, I love how they're using the radio to occasionally bring in the music into the movie.
She put some wacko glue on his dick.
Oh no.
And glues his dick to his belly.
No. Oh no.
Hey,
Is this like a new way of the circumcise, folks? Cause holy crap, what the frick?
How would you feel if every time you had to take a piss, you had to do a handstand?
Again, the visual is gonna live in my head rent-free for at least a week. Oh my gosh.
We're going to be using aliases on this job. Under no circumstances relate to each other by your Christian name.
Why can't we pick our own colors?
No way, no way. Tried it once, it doesn't work. You're Mr. Pink.
Deal with it.
Thankful you're not Mr. Yellow. There's 2 ways you can go on this job. My way or the highway.
Probably should have chosen the highway. Was that a real option though?
No alarm should go off. We're out of there in 2 minutes, not 1 second longer.
And this is how Mr. Brown ended up dead, eh? Oh yeah, so he literally killed a couple of cops. So how did he get shot? It's gonna happen at any moment.
Hold it! Hold it! Right there!
She's gonna shoot him. Oh! Oh.
I'm gonna die, I know it!
I absolutely love the structure of the film and how this story is being told, the bits and pieces we get, and even when we get them. Actually, I think I like the structure and the format of this even better than the one in Pulp Fiction.
This cop officer was gonna burn him alive.
This cop?
Oh, no.
He was gonna kill the cop and me. When you guys walked through the door, he was gonna blow to hell and make out for the diamonds.
was a stone cold psycho.
I don't buy it.
You weren't there during the job, Betty. You didn't see how he acted. We did.
The man you just killed just got released from prison. He got caught at a company warehouse full of hot items. He did 4 years for us.
Eddie trusts him more than anyone else in this room.
In 4 years, never made a deal, no matter what they dangled in front of him.
Story doesn't hold water.
You're telling me
at least not for Eddie.
This man is free. He's just gonna decide to rip us off?
Yo, his eyes.
What really happened?
Is this like the origin of No More Mr. Nice Guy? Holy crap. No More Nice Guy Eddie.
We're all real emotional, but you're barking up the wrong tree.
Larry trusts him.
Was the only one I wasn't 100% on.
That's your proof?
You don't need proof,
Hey.
you have instinct.
He got this far by being good at his job. He knows. Larry, whoa! I can't believe he's so committed to Mr. Orange, he's willing to go to bat for him.
There's no need for this, man.
If you kill that man, you die next.
Wow, Larry, you're putting your life on the line.
We have been friends.
For a cop.
Don't make me do this.
Larry, stop pointing that gun at my dad!
Well, everybody died. Everybody's dead. Let's go home. Roll the credits. Shoot. I can't believe it. Mr. Pink's like, I'm good. Don't worry about me. I'm gonna go get the diamonds and peace out. Mr. Pink, if you get all those diamonds, you better start tipping. That's all I'm saying. Jeez. Oh. What the frick? just happened? That was insane. Well, what if Orange and Larry walk out? That'd be interesting. Can we go to the hospital now? Oh. Yeah, why have the cops not come in now? Joe is here. Who are they shooting at? Pink? Are they shooting at Pink?
Looks like we're gonna do a little time.
Oh, well, don't tell him that now. Is he gonna shoot him? Yep. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he shoot him? Here's the police.
Face! Drop the gun, man! Don't drop the gun!
Drop it! Larry! I think he shot him. I'm pretty sure Larry shot him and then he got shot and killed. And if they were shooting outside before they entered, they probably got Mr. Pink as well. That is my feeling. On one hand, I kind of want to think Mr. Pink, got away, got the diamonds, and is, living in paradise. But I think he got killed out there. I think everyone's dead. That's the big idea. So tell me your thoughts on that. What is your thinking? Or maybe you're not even thinking. You've been familiar with this movie. You've seen it multiple times. Did everybody die? I had a great time watching this movie. Right now, I'm just feeling really grateful for those who suggested I go back and watch all the Tarantino films in chronological order, starting with Reservoir Dogs. And yeah, this was a great start. Like, I know, yeah, this is just for like the first big studio film. He knocked this out of the park. This was an amazing movie. The narrative structure was completely engaging. First of all, the opening scene, I stand by it. It's an interesting introduction to kind of the personalities and the characters, but it really does feel like the characters just hanging out before the movie starts. And I think that's meant to be like right before they go on the heist, right? I mean, that was interesting in and of itself, but then just kind of jumping to the aftermath of the robbery and seeing one by one some of the characters start showing up at the warehouse. It was, and then occasionally getting flashbacks and glimpses of different people, the way we found out who the rat was, or not the rat so much as the cop. And it just was, it was good. It was a really good movie. I enjoyed watching Mr. Pink's ever professionalism. I want to re-watch. I'm not going to do it until after I finish recording, but I want to check the end out again and like listen more intently to the background. I mean, do we know for sure if Mr. Pink got shot and killed by the police out there, or were they just shooting at him and he escaped? That's like, I guess, the one lingering thought process. But yeah, that Mexican standoff at the end, I've seen a Mexican standoff like a handful of times in TV shows and movies. Most significantly, I guess, The Office. Whatever, I'm obsessed. I don't think I've ever seen it where they actually all shoot before. I imagine that has actually happened. I'm sure it has in real life. But yeah, I did not expect that. I did not expect such a bleak ending for our characters. I don't know if this movie is classified as a comedy or not, but there was certainly funny moments in the midst of a pretty intense crime drama. It felt to me like a blending of genres done pretty seamlessly in a way that I had a good time watching. That song playing, oh my gosh, that song playing while Mr. Blonde is doing unspeakable things. If that happened under any other circumstances with a different soundtrack, it could have been played for horror. It could have been played as a grotesque, horrible thing, which it freaking is. But no, they're playing Stuck in the Middle with You, or whatever the title of the song actually is, and I'm over here bopping and dancing and having a good time right along with Mr. Blonde. And maybe that speaks to something disturbing and horrible inside of me, but really it just speaks to the fact that I like music, and I'm not going to pass the opportunity to have a good time when a upbeat, fun little song is playing. But yeah, that scene was intense. And, Mr. Orange, Freddy, he took a gamble. He took a shot on trying to get him and Mr. Nash out of this situation. But unfortunately, nice guy Eddie, who turned out not to be all that freaking nice, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah, he knew there was no chance that story held any water, because Mr. Blonde had spent time in the clink 4 years, didn't say a word. Truly a trustworthy man. And Joe came in and he wasn't pulling any punches. He knew who the rat was. He knew who the cop was. And he was taking care of business. Unfortunately, everybody died. The end. Fantastic movie. 10 out of 10 would watch again. I don't know. I don't rate movies typically. I really don't. But I loved this. This is so much fun, and hopefully you had a great time hanging out and watching this with me today. I think Jackie Brown will be the next Quentin Tarantino film that we watch together next month, but before we get to that, next week we've got The Burbs, There Will Be Blood is coming up, and then a horror poll winner. So if you did enjoy yourself today, please check out the next one, and yeah, hit the like button, subscribe, share it with your friends. Those things really help the channel, and check me out on Patreon or YouTube Early Access if you want, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.